Hi everyone. So it is the continuation of first chapter, that is from infrastructure. So till the previous sessions we have discussed about the branches of civil engineering. So now infrastructure is a system of services and communication that is required for overall development of the society. So what we have discussed now, infrastructure, it was there in the civil engineering branch. Nowadays it has been separated as like architectural department, and the infrastructure, it has been, infrastructure is a part of civil, but it has been separated and it is, become sub classification or the sub branch that, many of them, they're working with the infrastructural department. So it is the frame of work that is supporting the system of consisting of roads, airports, bridges, buildings, parks, and other amenities for the comfort of mankind. So as well will belongs to the transportation network. In the previous slide I just showing you with respect to the transportation facilities, how it has been increasing from one state to another state. So this is the runway, which is the longest runway in US, interstate runway, which has been made from California to New Jersey. So that's why we can see that how many vehicles which is moving and how many roadways are there in one lane. So we can see that on one side there will be of 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 lanes. So we can see that at a time 6 vehicles can move from one side. So it is nothing but there will be of 12 different vehicles on 12 different lanes, how the vehicles which is traveling from one state to another state. So here, economically, infrastructures are the structural elements that allow for the production of goods and services without themselves being part of the production process. Examples: roads allows the transportation of raw materials and finished products. The word is a combination of infrastructure. The term came from prominence in the United States in 1980s, following the publication of America and Ruins, that is, which was started from the scientists Choate and Walter in 1981, which is initiated for the discussion of nation's infrastructure crisis that has been caused by inadequate investment and poor maintenance of public works. So where we are having the poor maintenance of public works, that has been, changed in terms of infrastructural development. So infrastructure, how it has been developed with respect in terms of infrastructure, which mainly deals with transportation, television network, telephone network, energy sectors, agricultural activities, construction activities. So when it is coming to the transportation, road work, railways, port and harbors, air travel and airports. When it is coming to the television and telephone network, landline connections, mobile phones, what we are using now. Energy sectors, that is electrification, reduction in energy loss, use of renewable energy such as solar, wind, biogas plants. Agricultural activities, like largest economic investments. Constructional activities, second largest economy in India. And the lifelines. So we can see that how infrastructural is developing, which will be of in terms of two types. One is economic infrastructure, other one is social infrastructure. So when it is coming to the infrastructure, how it is developing in India, what are all the policies? Additional power generation capacity of about 70,000 megawatts. Construction of dedicated freight corridors between Mumbai and Delhi, Ludhiana and Kolkata. Capacity addition of 485 million megatons in major ports, 345 million megatons in minor ports. Modernization and redevelopment of 21 railway stations. Development of 16 million hectares through major, medium, and minor irrigational works. Modernization and development of 4 metro and 35 non metro airports. 6 laning 6,500 km of golden quadrilateral and selected national highways. Construction of 1,65,244 km of new rural roads, and renewing and upgrading existing 1,92,464 km, covering 78,304 rural habitations. Infrastructure grows 15% per annum PA. Construction sector to be biggest beneficiary and second largest after the agricultural. 11% of gross domestic product, like GDP, and 50% of gross fixed capital formation, GFCF, 65% of total investment. We can see that India's infrastructural policy, how it has been changing What I given the data now, it is according to 2015. Now we are in 2021. We can see that how it will be growing and how fastly the India's infrastructure is changing from economical development as well as in terms of social infrastructural development. So when it is coming to why infrastructure growth is important, so political will be yes, definitely, and funding from multilateral agencies such as World Bank, Japan Bank, etc. Increased private participation. Yes, if you are doing the infrastructural growth, private participation, competition will increase. Innovative modes of funding like cess on petrol and diesel, special tax on air travel, living tonnage tax on ships, infrastructure tax in Bangalore. Yeah, just what they are doing in Bangalore. Then BOT projects like build, operate, transfer. Yeah, these are all will help you for the infrastructural development. That is, when it comes to economical development, it contributes directly to the economic development of any country. That may consist of transport and communication, power supply, irrigation networks, financial institutions, etc. When it is coming to the social infrastructure, that may no economic development of any country indirectly. That it consists of education and training, health and family welfare, housing and water supply, and other civic amenities. Yeah, when it is coming to the next is about impact of infrastructural development of a country. So the overall development of any country is directly dependent on infrastructural facilities made available to the people of the country. The positive impact of the developing good infrastructural facilities can be summarized below, like increased in production, protection from drought, famine, flood, healthy and comfortable housing facilities, safe domestic and industrial water supply, safe and scientific waste disposal, improvement in communication and transportation, generation of electricity from nuclear, hydel, thermal, solar, or the wind energy, improved wealth, prosperity, standard of living, overall growth of a nation. As well, self-sufficiency in food sector can be achieved. Then foreign exchange can be saved. Export of surplus food, products, industrial product is possible. Unemployment can be reduced through increased in job opportunities. Impact of infrastructural facility on socio-economic growth of a nation. It will be in large scale budget allocation for infrastructure leads to agricultural and industrial developments, provide employment, eradicates poverty, and enhances per capita income. Urban growth only can lead to population drift from rural sectors, leading to explosion in population in cities and inadequate development of villages and improper care for agricultural sectors. Use of infrastructural facilities only by upper class leads to imbalance. Yeah, that may be true. Yeah, that's true. Then per capita income is increased. The living standards of people can be enhanced. The public health can be improved. Then inflation can be reduced. Drought and flood related problems. Drought is nothing but when there will be of no water. We will say that will be as drought conditional areas, and flood is nothing but when there will be of sudden excess of water which enters. So drought and flood related problems can be controlled or it may be minimized for some extent. Pollution can be controlled. So we know that when it is coming to the pollution, there will be of different kinds of pollution: soil pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, solid waste pollution, that water pollution, air pollution, that all can be minimized or controlled. Literacy level of people can be increased. Public awareness get improved. So on the other hand, there will be of hill maintained infrastructural development projects have negatively impact on the society. That is on small scale industries, handicrafts industries, and rural industries are adversely affected. As well as fuel consumption is increased. Yeah, if you're doing on one side, the other side, these are all the part. The fuel consumption is increased, which has direct impact on foreign exchange. Then as well as the environmental pollution, what I said now, for air, water, groundwater pollution, or in some of soil noise, that all continue to be increasing, that has to be minimized. The culture of society can be adversely get affected. What we are having the now, the culture will be changed in terms of infrastructure is developing. Literacy of level of people will come down when it is increasing on the other side. Health related problems can be on the other side, that has to be reduced. Then the labor problem which is increasing, that has to decrease. Okay, so these are all will come to the impact of infrastructural development of a country in terms of socio-economical growth of a nation. So these are all about the introduction of infrastructural development and the infrastructure, and the infrastructure which mainly deals with about the classification.